In the beginning, the city woke up like any other morning. Cars on the avenues, hurried footsteps on the sidewalks, the constant noise of urban life. Until, at the edges of the map, a thick mist began to appear. It didn't move with the wind. It didn't disperse with the heat. It didn't hover over the ground. It seemed to rise from within it. Some found it beautiful, others strange. But no one imagined that day would be the last time the past mattered. The first disappearance happened in the late afternoon. A family walked through the white curtain. They returned minutes later, but came back empty. Their eyes were open, but unfocused. Their words were simple, broken, like they had just learned to speak. And when asked their names, they only looked around as if seeing the world for the first time. The name, the home, the story, everything was gone. Within hours, the mist advanced like a silent siege. Roads vanished. Tunnels turned into white caverns. The airport became an isolated island until the runway lights disappeared entirely. Evacuation attempts stopped when drivers forgot where they were going. The mist didn't attack physically. It simply waited. And so, the outside world lost contact with the city, perhaps forever. With memories erased on a massive scale, the initial chaos gave way to a deep silence. People wandered through the streets, lifting objects without knowing what they were for. Books were flipped through like abstract art. Photographs were stared at with confusion, as if they portrayed strangers. Without past, without guilt, without history, a new kind of society emerged. Improvised, fragile, instinctive. The city had no leaders. It had survivors. Even though no one remembered who they were, everyone knew exactly what to avoid: the mist. It behaved like a white mirror, reflecting an instinctive fear. People who wandered too close trembled, as if something inside the mist was calling them. Some heard voices, soft, distant, familiar, and some simply walked toward it, like sleepwalkers. Those never returned. As days passed, the dreams began. Fragments of memories surfaced without context. A blue bedroom, a dog running, a distant song. But the details were distorted. Melted faces, places that didn't exist, sounds that belonged to no memory at all. It was as if the mist was giving fragments back, but of memories that matched no one. Among the forgotten, a small group stood out. They weren't leaders. The city no longer had that concept. They were simply curious. With flashlights, ropes, and old cameras found in abandoned shops, they decided to investigate the mist. They crossed the white boundary with courage and a strange tranquility, as if returning home. Behind them, the mist closed like a door. The cameras recorded everything until the last second. The group walking, the mist swallowing the horizon, their figures becoming blurry. And then, one by one, they began forgetting their own names. They repeated random words like children learning to speak. Then, silence. The recording ended with only one sentence, spoken by an unknown voice. "We remember for you." 2 days later, a box appeared in the center of the city. Shimmering, heavy, made of a material no one recognized. No one knew who brought it, but everyone felt it should be opened. Inside, the same set of cameras that had been taken, and on one of the cracked screens, a message in pulsing letters. Memory is nourishment. Over time, patterns began to emerge. When someone lost their memory, the mist pulsed like a breathing organism. When someone dreamed, the mist turned bluish for brief moments. And when someone tried to recover the past, the mist advanced a few more meters. It was as if it wanted to prevent memories from returning. Or perhaps it was the mist that wanted to remember. In their improvised investigations, a group found something dormant beneath the city, an underground laboratory, abandoned, full of burned equipment. Among charred papers, one phrase remained intact: collective memory, containment phase. The lab looked destroyed, but not by an explosion. It looked self-destroyed, as if something inside didn't want to be found. On the 12th continuous night trapped inside the isolated city, everyone heard it. A murmur coming from everywhere at once. It wasn't a language. It wasn't words. It was like thousands of thoughts merging into a single whisper. Some cried, others fainted, and some repeated aloud something no one understood. We are almost complete. Strange things began happening inside the houses. Photographs started losing sharpness. Faces disappeared, leaving only blurred backgrounds. Videos on cell phones turned into static, and mirrors showed reflections that moved too slowly, as if lagging behind reality. It was as if the mist wasn't just erasing memories, but any record of existence. A single survivor, someone who had not slept since it all began, started noticing something everyone else ignored. The mist didn't move randomly. It moved toward the strongest emotions: tears, fear, longing. It was drawn to vivid memories, like a predator tracking heat. Now, the city breathes to the rhythm of the mist. Memories vanish daily. Identities evaporate like white dust. And the growing feeling is that the mist isn't trying to erase humanity, but rebuild it. Memory by memory, person by person, perhaps like a hive, perhaps like an organism. Perhaps like something that always existed, waiting for the right moment to awaken. And the question no one can answer is, when the mist is finally complete, what will it become?